Exponential functions are another type of function that we can use to solve real-world problems. And exponential functions have the shape of a line or a curve that is ever increasing as you move farther down the x-axis. Or they can be sloping downward slightly, like this one. Here is the graph of f of x is equal to 2 to the power of x. So an exponential function, algebraically, is any function that has the variable in the exponent. And what that's going to do is just make it grow very, very, very fast at an increasing rate as you move farther and farther down the x-axis. See, it's already out of our y, and it still exists over here, but it's just way up. It's way, way, way far up. And so now let's see what the application of exponential functions is and how we can use them in the real world. In this example, we can use an exponential function to help us find how much money Tyrena will have in 20 years if she invests $800 with a return of 9% annually. So 9% we can also write as 0.09 if you remember how percentages work, because 100% is equal to 1, 50% is equal to 0.5, 10% is equal to 0.1, 9% is equal to 0.09. And so we can write an exponential function that is our initial investment of $800 times this up here, the exponential function of how the money will grow. So we'll just leave this in parentheses, 1 plus 0.09 to the power of x. And we can simplify this. F of x is equal to 800 times 1.09 to the power of x. And so what this function will give us is, if x is the number of years, it will give us how much money the money will be worth depending on what year it is. So the question is, how much money will she have in 20 years? We can just plug the 20 in as the x value. And if everything works right, this function should give us the amount of money she will have in 20 years. So let's go ahead and do that next step. F of 20 is equal to 800 times 1.09 times, or to the power of 20. So you're going to need your calculator for this. And so the first thing I'm going to do is 1.09 to the power of 20. And that gives me 5.6. And so I'm going to multiply that by 800. And that will give me $4,483.53. So that is our solution. And this is why people invest. Investing is when you're trying to just get a return. Even 9% might not seem like a lot, but after a lot of years, after 20 years, her money is worth it's worth over 5 times what she initially put in. So in this example, we can make another exponential function that will model the amount of money Dan owes to a credit card company. Dan owes $1,200 to a credit card company that charges him 22% interest every year. And he does not pay any of the money back, so we're trying to figure out how much he will owe in 2 years. So we can write a function, exponential function, with the interest rate of 0.022. So we have here, we have our initial amount that he owed, right? $1,200 times 1 plus the interest rate of 0.22 times the amount of years, so our variable x, and we can simplify this as f of x is equal to 1,200 or 1,200 times 1.22 to the power of x. And so if we're trying to find the amount of money he will owe in 2 years, we can take this 2 and plug it in for x. So f of 2 is equal to 1,200 times 1.22 to the power of 2. So we can calculate this 1.22 squared, and then I'm multiplying it by 1,200, and that gives us $1,786.08 is how much he owes in 2 years. And that is the solution for this example. In this example, we can make another exponential function that will model the population growth of Waco, the city of Waco. So they want us to find the population in 60 years if our current population is 135,000 and the rate of growth, we could put it in interest rate of growth is 1.7%. So percentages, we could write 1.7% as 0.0017, or excuse me, 0.017. So that's the same as 1.7%. So let's write the function. We have f of x is our initial population, 135,000, and then 1 plus our interest rate, or our rate of growth, to the power of x amount of years. And we'll simplify that. F of x is equal to 135,000 times 1.017 to the power of x amount of years. And so if we want to find the population in 60 years, what is the number, or what do we plug it into? We just plug it in for our x value. So f of 60 is equal to 135,000 times 1.017 times, or to the power of 60. So we can go ahead and calculate this. If you're having trouble typing this into your calculator, you just have to find the button that most likely will say y to the x, this button here. So what you would type in is you type in your 1.017, and then you hit this button here. You hit that button, and then you type in the exponent, your 60. And so that will calculate that. So once again, you type in this, what you want to be the y first, you type that in, and then you hit the button, and then you type in the exponent and hit enter or equals. So that's how I calculated this, and then I'm going to multiply that by 135,000, and that will give me 371,185. So that will be the population of Waco in 60 years. And that is our solution for this example.
Hey guys, if this video has been helpful to you, click the link in the description to get access to the complete Easy STEM Algebra 1 system, which includes a textbook, homework, and all of the course videos in order.